Hello, everyone, and welcome to Good Morning is a Social Construct. This is about a high schooler who goes through feelings of isolation. I hope you guys enjoy this one. Thank you so much for watching. Let's go ahead and start. Every day starts with a good morning. Well, good morning, I guess. Every morning also starts with opening your eyes. Not yet. I don't want morning to start just yet because, you know, that means I have to go to school. About me, I'm a 15-year-old girl, 10th grade. If I had to describe myself, I probably wouldn't, well, I'm just a regular girl. There's nothing exceptional about me. I don't think there's anything terrible about me either. I'm just average. They say that high school is the best part of your life. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. In high school, every day is the same. I go to school, study, and go home. It's a boring part of your life, really. Oh, my name is Maya. Maya Nakamina. Yeah. Ugh. Good morning. Oh, good morning, sunshine. Is good morning hashtag official now? Yep, that's me, alright. And if you ask me, I kinda look like crap. That's just a normal affair, though. It's Monday again. The worst day possible. In about 30 seconds, Mom is gonna ask why I'm not up and ready yet. Well, Mom, I'm depressed. And I was up gaming all night. I'm not gonna tell her that, of course. So we wear uniforms at our school. That normally wouldn't be so weird. But everyone has to wear a different uniform. So we all look like we're from different schools. Nobody really knows how this works. It's decided somewhere up high. I don't know. I've never seen someone with the same design, so I think they're all custom made for each person. Begging the question if they really should be called uniform. And there's this weird thing. We have to call our classmates their names, but ending with san. Unless we are friends, for friends we use different words. Chan is for girls and kun is for boys. So for example, Yuka, I would call Yuka-san in school because I don't really know her. Rara, well, I don't know, I wish I could call her Rara-chan. Haha, that's weird, never mind. Don't worry if you don't get it. Everyone kind of struggled at first because it literally made no sense at all. Our teacher will get really mad if we get it wrong, and I don't even know why she can decide who is friends and not. My school is so weird, I hate it. Oh my god, it's already 7:30. Have to get ready. Yeah, this is a weird school. Let's leave. School's the worst. Same crap day in and day out. At least, there is one good thing about it. What's that? Good morning, sunshine. Hey, Mom, I gotta go. I think I said that. Not gonna have breakfast? No time. At least grab a snack, okay, honeycup? Okay. Defrauding Mom of the snack cabinet. I'm a nice kid. But even nice kids need a Cliff Bar. Hannah was waiting for me just outside her house. Not too surprising, since I was stuck in daydream world this morning when I really should have been getting ready. She is the first to say hi. Morning, Slowpoke. Oh, ayo, Hina-chan. You don't have to talk like that, you know. It's not class yet. I know it's lame, but I forgot to otherwise. Just don't, be weirder than you have to. Let's get going. We're already late. We walk for a bit. Endless fields of corn in every direction aside from this road. The road goes by my house and to school in basically a straight line. My world is limited between these 2 points. Nothing interesting really happens in my life. It's just going with the motions. The school building is already visible from my house, but it's still so far away. It's not like something good will happen once I get there, so I might as well enjoy the walk. I bit into the Cliff Bar as I look around for the conversation topic. Hey, Hina. Huh? What do you think they do with all this corn? They're baking a really big tortilla? It's coming out soon, actually. Huh. Well, I think they're stocking up for the coming tortilla war. You know, Japan has to conquer new plants, like wheat. Imagine the atmosphere-sized flour tortilla we could make. Alright, that's a bit much. The conversation fizzles out. Why does she talk like that now? She's been acting weird ever since second year started. We used to be able to go on endlessly about stupid stuff, like chasing each other around, or laying down and seeing which cloud most resembles the Prime Minister. She hasn't even come to hang out at my place in forever. Uh-oh, she found new friends, I think. This is supposed to be the best time of my life. It only really feels like a series of bigger disappointments when you put it all together. It's not like the way I am helps at all. I'm not very good at talking to people. I don't look as cute as the other girls in class. I'm not good at sports. My grades they're okay, I guess. Sometimes I wonder why Hina keeps me around. Maybe she would be lonely otherwise. She's not very good with other people either. I don't think she has anyone to hang out with at school other than me. I mean, she's trying to change that. But right now, I'm the only one who has experience to deal with her. And the patience. I like to keep it that way. Be BFFs forever. I need her. And she needs me. What's that called? Parasocial relationship. Before I knew it, we had arrived. All the kids streaming in from their houses into the main path like blood being pumped into a beating heart. I can't wait to become oxygenated. With hashtag knowledge. Haha. Me and Hina usually split off here as we go to different classes. We usually join up again after lunch. In our school, we have to change into indoor shoes. We do this at the lockers near the entrance. The lockers are divided into columns that face each other. Everyone has their own place for their shoes and their stuff, and made my way to mine. I sat down on the bench, which sits like an island between the lockers. I wiped my sweat. It's still a little hot despite autumn rolling in at a rapid pace. Just as I was about to reach for my school shoes, another girl made her way through the same row of lockers as me. That girl was none other than Sarah. Sarah runs track and field, not just in school, but professionally too. She's the fastest girl in our district. In other words, kind of a prodigy. She's cool and fit too. People are always around her. She's kinda everything I'm not. I had been kind of oogling at her. She noticed this and approached me. Oeo! Oeo? Why did I stutter? Got a problem? You're staring at me. Sorry. You are still staring. Sorry. I looked down at my shoes. I'm just messing with you. It seems you took it seriously, though. That's kind of cute. Okay, too awkward, actually. Bit over. Okay, too awkward, actually. Bit over. She reached for her indoor shoes and sat down next to me. So close. I looked down as she swaps her footwear, feeling scared to look anywhere wrong. The sweat I thought I left outside is coming back. You're Nakamina-san, right? 10th grade, Class B? Hearing my name woke me up from my trance. Yeah. I've seen you walk to school with Hina before. She's in my class. Oh, Hina she's interesting for sure. Right? I can't think. What does she even want me to say to that? The day just started and everything is already going wrong. Not the talkative sort, are you? Sarah got up and tapped her shoes into place, looking back at me one last time. Well, I gotta get to class. See you around. She starts walking away and then stops. You really were staring, though. Lose the habit. I sit there for a moment in disbelief that someone that wasn't Hina talked to me today. Eventually, I shake it off upon realizing that none of that worked out really well whatsoever. I can't really talk to people that aren't Hina. I don't know how to explain this. I just sort of blank out, freeze up. I'm sure you don't need me to explain this to you. You saw it firsthand. I have to get to class too. The roll call was going on and stopped completely as I came in. I feel people's eyes like daggers as I come through the doorway. I look to the floor as I make it to my desk and slump down. Only the events from this morning are looping in my head. I feel like I'm in a dream. That's how being awake feels sometimes. Like one very unpleasant dream. In my actual dreams, I have some level of control. Here, I'm just being pulled around by whatever chooses to happen. I don't know if that's the best way to describe it. It sounds bad, but I don't think it's quite that bad. Class goes on without much interesting happening all day. Class goes on without much interesting happening at all. I kept to myself, as I always do, trying to take up as little space as possible. Thoughts are in too much disarray, so I'm not focusing on the worksheet, I just doodle. It's not like I'm actually a good artist or anything, it's just a way to pass the time. Sometimes I catch a glimpse at Rara, the girl who sits in front of me. She's not too popular, but she is not a loner either. I don't know if I'm jealous of her, but at least she has a place in the world. She talks about what she wants to be. A VTuber or a streamer. A cute ideal. Seems unrealistic though. What do I want to be? I don't know. There's nothing I want. Or I haven't figured it out yet. Everyone seems so wrapped up in moving forward. How do you know if the path you're walking is the right one? It's not like I hold the answer either. I watch the clock move at a snail's pace. Lunchtime has finally arrived. Literally, I felt like I was trapped 2,000 years in the same in a time crystal during math class. I'm being forced to do things I don't like, and that makes me not want to do them. School is just set up that way. It's fundamentally wrong. We really gotta change the system. Or maybe reward me with a little treat for solving an equation. It comes down from the ceiling, all automatic and high tech. That would create 1,000 new problems, probably. A lot of things are that way for a reason, but that doesn't mean it's the best way. We just haven't figured out a better way yet. Just as I'm about to go to the cafeteria, I bump into Hina. She's on her phone. Sup, Hina? Yo. She don't look up from it. What you doing? Just scrolling. Fun? My mom doesn't let me bring my phone to school because she thinks I will just play games all day. Probably true. But not right. This girl's pretty. I glance over at her phone. Yeah, I guess. You guess? I don't really care, I guess. I mean, what's normal to say here, huh? Lol. I'm just saying she's pretty. It's fine. Just saying she's pretty is fine. Or maybe you don't agree. Hina shows me her picture again. Nah, she is for sure pretty. Case closed then. But like, what's the point of that? Saying that someone's pretty. No, like, looking at that, I guess. The point of looking at it? Like, looking at other girls like that, girls that are prettier than you, seems like it's just a way to get yourself down. I mean, no offense, you aren't ugly or anything, hahaha. Hina looks deep in thought for a second. That's not really it. Then what? Hina speaks again. It's okay to aspire to be someone else, I think. You know, you should join SNS. You could use some new friends. What do you mean by that? I mean, it's not like we're going to be friends forever. We could end up in different schools, you know? Things like that can happen. I know she doesn't mean it that way, but it feels like she's trying to say she doesn't want to be my friend anymore. Like, it's just a really roundabout way of saying it. Why do you care so much about this anyway? I just think that it's weird that you started doing this out of the blue. You've done a lot of weird things that I don't understand recently. Hina smiles. If anything, you're the weird one. It's normal, right? Yeah, but your phone is full of girls. You're learning makeup and all this other adult stuff. And sucking up to the popular girls in class. It's just weird. Wait. You don't think I'm like gay or something, do you? Hina laughs and I can't tell if she's embarrassed or cool about it. I know my phone is full of girls, but it's not like that. Or, hold on, I know what you're saying. That's what someone who has some secrets of her own would say. It's okay, Maya. Lots of girls are lesbians these days. I'm your ally here. Hina-chan doesn't tease me. Hina-chan, don't tease me. Your secret is safe with me. She puts a finger over her mouth, making a shushing sound. Ugh, I don't like girls, lol. Don't joke about that. Why? Someone might be lesbian, and you don't know it. Someone's feelings could get hurt. I mean, I'm SRS, not speaking for a friend here. Hina is quiet for a second before responding. You can't always be like that, you know. What do you mean? Hina looks at me seriously. Has anyone ever told you that school is like a tiny model of the real world? Being popular in class isn't something superficial, it means something. We're at the age now where we're almost adults. You can't always do what you want to do. You gotta fit in a little bit, too, if you don't want to end up completely alien from everyone else. I'm not learning makeup just because it's fun. It's because being an outsider is no good. You know that, Maya? It's just weird to me. I can't wear makeup because my skin breaks out terribly. So, makeup isn't all about popularity. It's about a passion that you have. It's about creating art on your face. Not, not just to get. I mean, people do it to get popular, but it's not for popularity. It's for something that you like to do. It's a hobby. We walk to the cafeteria with this awkward tension in the air. I look at the purple hair flowing down Hina's back as she takes the lead. From here, she looks like a complete stranger. It's not too far from the truth. She seems like a different person now. Maybe Hina has been replaced by an alien. She and everyone in the world being replaced. We go up on the roof to eat like usual, but we aren't saying anything to each other. We just sit there in silence, listening as the wind blows our thoughts around. The food tastes as bland as I feel. But I'm just saying, like, if you like wear it to get people to like you, but you don't like wearing it or you don't like doing it, like you don't have to wear it to get people to like you. I guess that's what I'm really trying to say here. The rest of the day goes on uneventfully. I'm just left ruminating on the words Hina left with me. The bell finally rings out last period. I string my sneakers and head into the heat. On my way home, I catch a glance at the school's running track. The red hair of a girl flutters in the wind as she makes her way around the circuit. It's obvious, even from afar, that it's Sarah. I recall when we met today at the lockers. I see her around a lot, but that was the first time we did more than meet eyes. But I just happened to be there at the right time. She will talk to anyone she runs into. Don't feel special, Maya. I stand still for a bit to soak in the sky. It's breaking up in a beautiful way, like ice floes in the Antarctic. Could use some of that cool right now. It's way too hot. The cicadas are humming a tune just for me. It's almost like they're trying to tell me something. But that's not real, of course. I don't believe in stuff like that. I'm a logical girl. I follow the facts, you know? Not the fads. Only the facts, not the fads. There's no good excuse for this, but there's something I want to see. There's something I'm curious about. Just taking a peek won't hurt, right? I make it to the bleachers and I sit down in the corner where I can avoid attention. Sarah is making a round on the track, sprinting gracefully in her tracksuit. Despite the heat, her steps look calculated and professional. She's on a completely different level. I saw her run once in a relay race at a sports festival last year. Needless to say, she left everyone in the dust. I think she's gotten even better since then. I was just the first year back then. Sarah is a junior now, I think. So a year older than me. Sarah is running alone. Like, there is not a single other person here. Not what I expected. I thought she would have some fans or something, lol. Just kinda assumed she was in one of the sports clubs. But of course there's nobody around. I guess they respect the heat wave. I wonder if Sarah is Go Home Club too. Well, I guess if that's the case, she doesn't really go home. She's still at school. Not like there are many places to practice. Like, where else do we have a track like this in our town? I wonder what Sarah gets out of running. She comes here every day, so there must be a reason, right? We all have something that keeps us going. For me, I guess I like playing games. Not the most noble pursuit. Compared to Sarah, my body is probably rotting. Sarah stops for a bit and catches her breath. And now she's looking over here. Oh. She starts walking, and then jogging towards where I'm sitting on the bleachers. Oh no. I feel my heartbeat kick up. I'm nervously calmed down a bit to meet her, trying my best to play it off. Sarah is leaning over the railing. She's still catching her breath, but she looks happy. Maya-san, I didn't know you were watching. I'm silent for a bit before responding. Hey, I'm sorry. What about? Well, I was staring again. That's okay. I'll admit, it just won't. I'll permit it. Just this once. And I mean, you're literally sitting in the place dedicated for spectators. She jumps over the rail and takes a big swig of her water bottle, finishing it with a satisfying She leans back against the railing and looks to me. Didn't have enough yet. Enough of me. Sarah, I just happened to be here. You're a terrible liar. Sorry. And even worse than apologizing. Sarah leans against the railing, looking at me with intrigue. But I can only parse it as malicious. Really? What are you doing here, Maya-san? I gulp, looking to Sarah for an answer. But she just stared patiently, waiting for me to shake it out. I always see you around school and stuff. I look to her again, but she doesn't seem satisfied with just that. I just wanted to know... No. I was just curious about your life. I'm a stalker. I'm a stalker, Sarah. I always see you run, and I want to know what it's like to be you. For a second, I swear I saw a glint of something in her eyes, but she's not letting it show. A micro-reaction that was quickly subdued. Sarah isn't responding, just piercing me with those red eyes, as if her main program crashed. It feels like forever until she starts working again. Her reaction feels like a punch to the gut. So sorry, that was a bad question. I feel panic overwhelming me at Mach 10. I thought you were going to ask me to be my friend or something. You know, there's a more frictionless ways to shake that out of someone. You're lucky, because I'm really difficult to offend. So to answer your question, well, I run a lot, obviously. I don't really run to win or anything like that. To me, running is freedom. You can run from anything if you're fast enough. When you sit still, you get time to think about things. Things catch up to you. So I simply choose to be free. Here on this track, I feel like I have the whole world for myself, especially at night. Have you ever been here at night? It's serene. Not even the lights are on. It's just you and the track. Only your heaving voice as you get yourself from one checkpoint to the next. Nobody in the whole world to judge you. Though definitely what you call a liminal space. An actual liminal space, not like an empty Walmart. It's totally creepy at first, but with time it becomes a comforting feeling. Become one with the darkness. Look at me. I just ended up telling you about running and not so much my life. Well, maybe another time. So how's that? I'm not sure what to respond with. I'm learning? You're so insanely awkward. I can't even feel embarrassed anymore. She's delivering these blows like it's nothing. At some point, you just gotta go numb from the pain. Okay, you figured it out. Do you want your medal now or later? Sarah laughs really hard. So hard, she has to wipe a tear out of her eye. Okay, that got me. You actually can talk. I mean, The delivery was incredible, but I had lower expectations for you. I mean, the delivery wasn't incredible, but I had lower expectations for you. I smugly smile as if I've defeated a really hard raid boss. Looks like I managed to coax you out after all. Okay, now it's your turn. Tell me about Maya-san. Actually, I have to go now. Hahaha. Are you sure? Maybe I should just be honest. I don't know. I don't know what I'm like. You don't know what you're like? How do people even see that? How do people even see that about themselves? Does everyone have a mirror that I don't have? I don't think it's quite that complicated. Then what? You think I know? Well, you seem to be smarter than me. I'm only a year older than you, you know. A lot can happen in a year. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but you're 6. But at 16, you won't have everything figured out either. Then when? Who knows? Ask your mom. My mom would be really annoying about something like that. True that. Ah, you just reminded me about my mom. Sarah looks down at her sports watch. Shh, damn, gotta go. Okay, I guess. I don't want this conversation to end. Is it okay if, we talk tomorrow, too? Sarah looks lost in thought. I don't think she heard me. Alright, I really gotta go, though. See ya. No. Messed up at last minute. Classic Maya. I lay down against the bench and closed my eyes for a bit, listening to the deafening cries of the cicadas. They feel a lot louder now than I'm not talking to some. They feel a lot louder now that I'm not talking to someone. The heat is unbearable, but for some reason I can't help but smile. I enjoyed the feeling a little longer. Mom was preparing dinner as I came in. I'm home! Hi, honey. You're late today. Yeah. Hanging out with friends? Yeah. A lie. I have been telling her for months, so she won't worry about me. I don't know if I'm lying today. We didn't exactly agree to be friends. I make my way up to my room. Pretty much crash into bed instantly. I feel hot and exhausted. Too much happened today. Pretty quickly, the comfiness of my bed overtakes me. Zzz. What's that? Is there a bee in my room? Zzz. Oh no! It's gonna sting me! Sunshine, dinner's ready. Okay. Oh god, it's still alive! Boom! I'm messing with you guys. I reluctantly rise out of bed. I look at the clock, and apparently an hour had passed. Dinner was indeed ready. Indeed, it was ready. I sit down at the table and stare at my soup my mom had cooked. I don't feel hungry whatsoever, so I just play around with the pieces of carrot. I guide the carrot around the perimeter of my bowl. It kinda looks like Sarah running around the track. And I giggle a bit for myself. What's so funny? Huh. Nothing. So how was school? Bad. Come on now. That's not my little ray of sunshine. So should I just lie to you instead? Saying something nice for once is a start. You know, Dad would have wanted to see you smile. Like how we used to smile together. Try and remember that, okay? That's not fair. You say that like he's dead. I didn't want to snap at her. Nothing will get better from just doing what I want. I finish my food reluctantly and mosey my way back up the stairs and throw myself back into bed, wrapping myself up as much as I can. I want to cry, but I can't. I fall asleep with anger instead. Yeah. And it's hard to talk about a bad day with people who want you to be hyper positive all the time and not think about the negative. Don't think about the negative, only think about positive things. You know, that's all it is. But life isn't always positive. I think it's just best not to dwell on negative things for long periods of time. Because how are you supposed to move on if you keep dwelling? But honestly, people take much time to heal, depending on how severe the situation is. And sometimes the situation is so severe, they can dwell on it for even the rest of their life. And so, it's always good to be mindful of where people are coming from and what they're going through, because that's how you just get close with people you care about anyway. That night I had a dream about a fish. It lived its whole life inside a tiny fish bowl. It got fed twice a day. Its tank was kept clean. It was free to swim around. It had everything it needed. But it was confined to swimming around in its tiny bowl. It was happy because it was just a fish. One day the bowl was knocked over and it shattered. Of course, the fish couldn't breathe air, so it started choking. And then someone came and picked it off the ground. Great, the fish thought. I'll get a new home. Little did it know that it was being brought into a sushi shop. It was chopped up and turned into 32 sashimi. And that was the end of the fish. Do you think the fish was better off living in that tiny tank? Or was it better that it got turned into sashimi so it could bring life to something better? In any case, I pity the fish. It never got to choose, so I became a vegan. That poor fish. I care about all animals, all the fish under the sea. So I became vegan. That's the story of how I became a vegetarian. I wake up with a sour taste in my mouth. Did it taste like fish? I get up without looking in the mirror. I wash my face. Didn't shower last night, and I feel kind of gross. And consider doing it now, but decide against it when I realize how much I'm craving breakfast. I go downstairs. I hope the breakfast is sashimi. Oh, Mom isn't here. Only now I remember her telling me that she was going to have church service on Tuesday. Guess which day it is? At the fridge I try and scour for a meal. A sandwich will do for today. Not really what I was hoping for. After I finish the sandwich, I'm hit with a loneliness. I don't understand how people live alone. Seems unbearable. I look at the clock. It's about time to leave. I'm feeling oddly independent today, so I open up. Good morning. Hey. There is an occasionally crunchy footstep as I walk. A tiny withering leaf crushed by my sneakers. Poor thing. I dedicated a short prayer for the leaves that had to travel so far only to get crushed by my foot. Dear God, what would you even say in that prayer? I'm sorry for the leaves that traveled so far only to get crushed by my own foot. It's a sad day for the leaves. Everybody, let's pray for the leaves. Let's pray, bow your heads, pray for all the fall leaves that have fallen. I'm sorry, leaves. Hina is oddly quiet today. I guess yesterday weighs on both of our minds. Yeah, kinda awkward. I try and brighten the mood. So, what's up? You know, no I don't. Well, I guess I do, yeah. But it can't be like this forever. I need to be more direct. What's something that would excite her? Uh, oh. So, I met with Sarah yesterday. What, really? Yeah, I met her and, we talked for a bit, twice. Twice? Yeah, first in the morning, and then I found her after school running at the track. She runs track and field, you know. That's unexpected of you. Yeah, well, you wanted me to be different, right? You know? Right. I don't think that's what I meant, though. So, anything else happen? I guess we just talked about private matters? Ain't that something? Sure is. She clasped her hands together. Willing to share a secret with your bestie? Ha! Yesterday you were telling me to find new friends, and now that I'm talking to Sarah, now you want to be my friend all of a sudden and be my bestie. Uh-huh, okay. I mean, it's not like something crazy. We just talked, lol. Just talked? Yeah. Yesterday accused me of being gay, and now you're acting very sus yourself. Hey! Yesterday you told me to get new friends, and now you want to be my bestie. Hashtag okay then. I never accused you of that. You were projecting hard. Hashtag okay then. Stop saying that. Okay then. I'm actually on time today, so there's quite a few students mucking about in the hallways. I'm not one for loitering around, so I head straight to the classroom door. Suddenly, a voice calls out from behind me. Sarah, what's up? Hey guys, I'm friends with Sarah. I just want you all to know that I'm popular now, cause I'm friends with her. I'm Sarah's bestie. Just want everybody to know that. Peace. Hey Maya-san. Oh heyo. Sarah walks right past some students she was having a conversation with just to get to me. Oh, I feel special. Seems I just took priority. Hey, Ayo. Sorry for just leaving you hanging like that yesterday. It's okay. I was just surprised, you know. This is embarrassing. The conversation around us gets quiet as more people tune their ears in. My mom is kind of crazy. She needs me to be home at awkward times so I can help her with work. Oh, I see. Then we good? Yeah, we good. So, see you after class? I get it so meek in front of her. I can feel the collective eyeballs of the entire school burning a hole in me. Nobody was expecting to see the biggest loser being friendly with the most popular girl. I freeze up and I can think Sarah picks up on the uncomfortable tension. She must be really used to this kind of attention. She gives me a wink, as if to say, it's fine. Bro, it's not, but okay. Hashtag okay then. My best friend already thinks I'm a homosexual. Nothing wrong with that, but, that's not me. I just don't want rumors about me. I managed to squeeze out a response. Sure, okay. After class? Sarah smiles and makes her way to her classroom. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right, Hina. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you want to get some of this popularity? Yeah, that's right. Look at me. Look at me now. Yeah, look at me now. Oh my god. Hina had been listening in too. Oh my god. Hina had been listening in too. I know what she was gonna say. Or should I say, OMG. Hina been listening in too. I know what she's gonna say. OMG. Be quiet. Oh, really? You really are close, huh? Dude. She responds with a sledgehammer attack. Dude. I get it now. It all makes perfect sense. We're not even friends. I see something budding here, though. Hashtag good shite. I gotta go to class. But I'll see you later. God. I realize everyone is sort of looking at me. I'm whispering a little. I get out of there as fast as possible. She's got the wrong idea. It's not that. It's not. I'm just trying to be friends. It could never be anyway. Just thinking about it realistically. Haha, what am I saying? Hina, you idiot. Absolute super idiot. Super mega ultra idiot. Okay, I'm not being fair. It's not her fault I feel mixed up. She not helping though. Let's just settle this. Let's just settle for super idiot right now. Rara is having fun with her friends and they're being really loud. I don't really mind being a loner, but sometimes I wonder what that's like. It's making me think of Sarah again. Why is she going through all this trouble just for me? I'm nobody special. I'm probably the least interesting person in this whole school. Lunchtime. Lunchtime. I didn't even feel bored today during math. There was just so much going on that it felt like it passed by at a light speed. There's the super idiot. I'm almost considering walking off since she's not even paying attention. But I mean, she's waiting for me, like, I can't be too mean to her. I grab her by the shoulder in an attempt to scare her. Boo! Wow, how unusual for you to go for violence. I shake her in response to her comment. She just giggles at me. Lunch? Okay. I take a swig of the bottled milk. I don't even like milk, just drinking it out of spite. We sit against the fence on the rooftop, the humid air baking us and our lunch as we eat. Hannah swallows a whole rice ball and turns to me. I didn't think you would be on that basis with the most popular girl in school. Yeah, I guess you didn't, huh? That's good for you, I guess. I know exactly why she's saying that. She thinks being popular is a good thing. Like, it's not one of the most shallow possible things. I don't understand why she's sucking up to the popular girls, really. She's kidding herself if she seriously believes herself to be an adult. She's a total Jaime Joshi? Jaime Joshi? What does that mean? Actual problematic shipper. You'll never be an adult. I try and not look at her with my angriest eyes. So, what's Sarah to you? Do we really have to talk about this? No, not really. But how long are you going to hide it from it? It's okay to be honest with your feelings. Hannah, you really are so dumb. You could benefit a bit by learning from me. I'm trying to help you, you know. I'm fine. Hannah sighed. Gotta grow up, dudes. You are growing into the earth, not towards the sun. What does that mean, lol? Artsy much? You are crazy. Just admit it. Admit to it. And I'll get off your case. Okay, fine, I admit it then. I love Sarah so much. Want to kiss her, smooch, smooch, smooch. Awesome. I'm gonna have the hot freaking lesbian stuff of your dreams. Awesome. And you'll be so green with envy, you turn into a green bell pepper. And I'll bring you home and make stuffed bell peppers with what used to be your body. And then I'll tell your family and they'll cry a lot. And then they'll write, she turned into a bell pepper and got eaten by Maya Nakamina on your tombstone. And then I'll laugh a lot. And invite all of your friends. And we will dance on your grave. Wow. Laughing LMAFO, dude. I kinda get it though. What does she get, lol? You already told me everything I need to know. So annoying, dude. I push my face up against the fence and try and create mince Maya. Repressed feelings, really? I don't have that. Hannah looks at me, trying to squeeze through the fence, and says nothing. A frustrating day is finally over. I almost feel too exhausted to put my shoes on, let alone having to brave the heat outdoors. I lay down on the bench for a bit. Hannah, what is she trying to do? She kept delivering winks to me all day. I hear someone approaching. They sit down next to where I'm resting my head. Sarah? Sarah! Hello. I'm sorry I blocked your cool entrance, Sarah. She looks down opposite of me, and I feel a little shy. I was expecting her to say something, but she just stares at me. Sarah, now you're staring. You're staring, Sarah! For whatever reason, she looks unnaturally tense. I just look at her for a bit, but it quickly becomes unbearable. Hey! She doesn't respond immediately. Sarah? Hi. Hi? How's the bench? Just fine. I thought you'd be less casual about a thing like this. I stood up. What do you mean? I didn't think it would happen so fast. Not sure what she's talking about. My curious eyes look around for clues. She's clutching something close to her. Does she like me? A piece of paper? I don't know what to make of this. Sarah's words confuse me. Did something happen? A reckoning. Yeah. I would have to face this. I try and sound charming. You can't run away from everything. Sometimes you just have to face them. That's what being adult is about, right? Well, look at you. The poet shows herself. Haha, well, I don't know if I'm even believing it. Sarah waves the paper around. So, about this, yeah? It was well written. It's really cute, honestly. Really stirred me up. I didn't think you'd be the type to have a knack for this. I didn't think you'd be the type to have a knack for this. What? It's going to be a lot of trouble, you know, being like this. You're a little bit of a fixer-upper for sure. And this is sudden and all. But with all that said, I don't mind an adventure, you know? Hannah, what did you do? Sarah? What's up? I'm sorry, but I don't have a clue what you're talking about. Then what did you mean by... Oh, I think I get it now. She clutches her fists, crumpling the paper with it. What do you get? What's going on? Are you... Are you... freaking kidding me? I know you're naive. You wanna do this? I'm being pranked, right? Sarah looks up to the left and right as if looking for someone. But there is nobody. Hey, Maya! Now's the time to talk. You'll tell me. You're gonna tell me, right? Maya? That was a secret. What I told you really went... What I told you really were my true feelings. What are you gonna do with them? Nothing? Got nothing to say to me? Is that fine to step all over? Make me feel all gross? Spread it around like a freaking insect? How about I tell you another secret of mine, and you'll tell me what happened? That's a pretty good deal. A 2-for-1. Here's your second secret. I'll tell you about why I transferred here. I wasn't always the popular girl. In fact, I used to get teased quite a lot. It didn't end with teasing. In fact, it got really bad. But I'll spare you the details. The point is, one time, one of them tried something particularly bad, and I pushed him a bit too hard into one of the desks. Did you know someone can get really hurt just from a push? I didn't. That day, I decided I would be one of the popular kids. So how about it? You'll tell me now. I try as hard as I can, but the words aren't coming out. Still got nothing to tell me? You're pathetic, Maya. Oh. Nothing. Nothing. What remains? Nothing. People like you, they just shouldn't. They shouldn't. You make me lose the words. Someone got really jealous, I think. I got up as regular and started getting ready for school, and noticed that I felt all sore. Weird, I thought at the time. Gym class is on Thursday. Maybe I have a fever or something. When I turned the shower on, my mom suddenly had come in to make sure I was okay. I didn't learn until then that there had been an incident at school. She explained the situation to me. When talking to Sarah, I had apparently passed out and gotten myself hurt. The nurse said that sort of thing can happen when someone is under a lot of stress, and I will be just fine. Sarah had brought me to the nurse's office and explained that I had passed out during an argument. She had confessed that she got really aggressive with me and that I lost consciousness. Because of this incident, Sarah was not going to come to school for a bit. I didn't believe my mom at first. I had no memory of it at all. at the time, but gradually everything came back. I remember what Sarah had told me, how she had pushed a kid so hard he got hurt. I guess she had a bad reputation. After putting the events together, I had come to understand that Hina planted a love letter in Sarah's locker. It was written to look like it was from me. I don't understand her. It really makes me so mad. Was she trying to help me? Was she expecting things to work out between us? Or was it just sabotage? I don't think she would try to cause harm like that. In any case, Hina should have known I can't handle a situation like that. And at the time, I wasn't sure how I felt about Sarah. I think Hina did this thinking that it would help both me and her. If me and Sarah got closer, Hina thinks that it would fix me. She wouldn't need to feel as embarrassed to keep me around. And if she was acquaintances with the most popular girl, it would give her cred. It would help her reach her goal of becoming popular. Win-win, right? Well, it didn't work out that way. Hina is naive. She was even more of an idiot than I thought. But I'm the biggest idiot of all. Sarah most likely hates me for thinking I tricked her. I wouldn't be surprised if Hina hates me, too, for ruining the opportunity she had laid out. I'm not gonna tell on her. That's not gonna fix anything. I'm just really upset with her. All I really do lately is lay in bed and think. I've been here now for a while. After some time, these days started blending together into one continuous day. I knew it was Hina. I knew it already. And then I go back to the sleep. It's usually the one that's closest to you the most, that screws with you the most, I think. If they secretly don't like you or something. Sometimes I get brought a meal and I eat it reluctantly. So annoying that humans have to eat to keep going. I wish I could just eat the light streaming in my window. Mom hasn't bothered me too much about any of this. Normally she would do everything she can to get me up to go to school. She thinks this time is necessary for me to heal. But I become sick of trying to heal. It doesn't work. So many words just to say, I'm hurt. Yet another minute passes. Another hour. Another day. Am I going to be like this forever? I feel my brain seeping out of my skull. I'm becoming stupid. If I lay here any longer, I'm gonna turn into goo. I need some air. I wasn't expecting it to be dark outside. My sense of time has been all messed up this past week. I don't even know what day it is. I stretch and I feel my body exiting dormancy. 1,000 needles overcome me, and then nothing. I decide to go on a walk. It's very pretty. Very pretty in the moon. I make it down the only path I know. It's so dark. Must be in the middle of the night. I have a hard time walking, and I almost trip. I wouldn't been surprised if I've been inside so long that things have changed to something unrecognizable. Eventually, my eyes adjust to the darkness and I can walk just fine. It's almost as bright as day now. Every once in a while, a firefly comes by to say hello. I've never realized how pretty they are. Little floating Christmas lights. They're the brightest thing around at this hour. I have to respect the hustle. Right now they're guiding me. I don't care enough to try and think that it might be a mistake. Thinking logically only puts me in circles. What sort of function do fireflies serve anyway? I mean, they're just bugs. But did people ever rely on them for navigation? There's gotta be a reason for that glow. Wouldn't predators just eat them for shining so bright? Like some animals have natural camo? Exactly. So this doesn't happen? Maybe they are predators. Kinda like a anglerfish. That would be scary. The song of the evening cicadas keep me company. There's a pleasant permanence to country insects. Even if climate change destroys the earth, I'm sure they'll keep buzzing for themselves. They'll always be here. I find that comforting, walking down this path in the dead of night. I feel like the only person in the world. As it feels right now, anything could happen. Maybe when I go back home, my house is gone. Just down to the foundation. Disappeared. Haha, that would suck. What am I gonna do with all my stuff? I'll just have to walk around like this forever. Haunting weary travelers on the road. A fairy girl. A whole damn bug girl. Me. If someone stumbled upon me walking into my nightwear like this, they would probably call the police. My thoughts are trailing and I'm just following the thought stream alone. I think I broke something in my brain. I can almost feel all my worries melting away. I have become one with the darkness. The path is only so long. Eventually I find myself standing on the school grounds, right in that spot where I first decided to go meet with Sarah. I look up at the sky, the moon illuminating the broken clouds brilliantly. It's pretty, but I kind of want to curse it now for leading me here. Maybe it's because I didn't listen to it the first time that things went wrong. What if I just listened to all the whims in the world? It would probably be utter chaos. Maybe the right answer is to listen just a little bit. I bet Sarah's out here somewhere. I don't know why I was expecting to see Sarah here. Oh, same. You already had that magic moment, Maya. It's lost. Doesn't lightning strike the same place twice? I shouldn't need to say it. Guys, guess what? It's funny that you mentioned lightning, because today I was driving, just doing Grubhub, and it was storming outside. I turned the corner after I made a delivery, and I was going to my next one. I turned the corner of the road, and I saw lightning flash from the sky. It came down, and it hit a power line. The power line fell down. I drove past the power line. I saw it on the ground, and the power lines, the thing that holds up the power lines. The thing that holds up the power lines, the big, wooden stick. It was on the ground in the middle of the road, and the power lines were draped over the cars, and I'd never seen anything like it before. I couldn't believe it. It was the exact moment I turned the corner. It happened, and suddenly the giant thing that holds up the power line was on the ground, and I looked at it as I rode by the intersection, and then I don't know why, but I wanted to stop and take a picture of it. I don't know why, but it was raining, and there were people behind me, so I rolled away. But that will be something I think about a lot, probably. I don't know. I just want to say that happened today. Even though she's been told not to come to school, even though it's in the dead of night, there was a single vain hope that the stars would align just more. If I came here, Sarah would magically be here too. But we don't live in that world. This is real life. I don't even know what I would say to her. I'm just sorry doesn't cut it, even though, honestly, I don't think you did anything wrong in this scenario. Your friend provoked her. I don't even know if she's my friend anymore. Hina provoked her, and Sarah got aggressive, and you didn't do anything. You were just stuck in the middle. You can't be sorry all your life. You think it does you any good to be humble, but everyone will think of you as naive. That's something stupid girls say to hide from reality. I felt powerful just moments ago, but now I feel tiny. Something broke when I realized that Sarah wasn't coming. She can't run here anymore. I realized that the only reason I came here was for her. The place I knew she'd be. It's like the last hope I was holding on to escaped into the air and fled to the moon. Everything is so messed up. I'm not just the loner anymore. I'm the girl that made the popular girl go crazy. And also that popular girl hates me. My best friend set us up. That's my friend count brought down into the negatives. I have nothing to hold on to anymore. Nothing to be here for. I felt nothing lying in bed. I feel everything right now. My body catching up to reality. The reality I was in denial of. My chest feels like it got stabbed. 1,000,000 times. 1,000,000,000 times. 1,000,000,000,000 times. And it's too much. It's too much. It's just too much. You're not meant to feel this much. I can't hold back that tears that were trying to escape. Every dam is bursting and it all comes out at once. I try and scream as loud as I can to try and get it out. It feels like 1,000,000 worms escaping out of my tummy. There might be nothing left when I'm finished. I'll just deflate and be a pile of skin. I'll die. I'll just die. I'll become less than nothing. Void. Empty. Sad. Sarah? You okay? What? 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 I can't believe that. That's just unreasonable. Must be a hallucination. I can only say what I feel. I have fully gone insane. Must be the moonlight. I can't help but find some sense in her words. It makes me realize I am not, in fact, dead. Sarah! Ding, ding, ding. I'm in disbelief. You came? What? How? It was the screaming. Oh. Actually, I'm surprised to find you here. Do you know what time it is? I don't know about anything. Then maybe it's fate. Fate? Questions flood my mind. I don't understand. I thought you had completely shut down. Why'd you think that? Well, it's what I did. Good thing I'm not you. The actual reason I'm here is not to save you or anything. I'm just here to get some exercise. Suddenly, it doesn't really seem like fate anymore. So, you won't save me? You're gonna have to save yourself. Doesn't mean I can't help though. You're not allowed to be here anymore, right? I'm not the type to be bound by rules. I'm asking. The board made a difficult decision when they realized that you weren't coming back. I became an example that bullying is not tolerated. That's... You got suspended? That's worse than I knew. Yeah, you've been holed up in your room for over 2 weeks. Has it really been that long? I guess I never got the news. I don't know why Mom would even tell me. She probably thinks me and Sarah are enemies or something. Are we enemies? Sarah observes my swollen cheeks and wilted frame. You look terrible. You too. A blatant lie. Her light is blinding. I'm doing great. How? Things are so bad. I don't think about it. How can you live like that? It's like breathing. You deal with so much, it's like it's nothing. You know? I think your life seems hard. Something bad happens to you and you break. How do you even get anything done? We both giggle because we know the answer. I don't think I've laughed since I last met Sarah here. She really has done so much for me. What do I even have to offer in return? I don't deserve this. Why? I messed everything up. And you were still the one who came to my rescue. It's just not fair. Nah, I'm the one who has been difficult. Really, I should be groveling at your feet. I can't blame you for this. Why not? You don't deserve that. It's not your fault you have a hard life. Everyone has a difficult life, but we still survive in spite of that. You know, it wasn't my hard life that made me... it wasn't my hard life that made me hurt people. I pushed that kid on purpose. I was kind of glad to learn he was in the hospital. Come on, I'm trying to make you look good. You look like you need to be pampered here, not me. I can't help but laugh because it's true. So, if it's not my fault, and not your fault, then who? Heinous. I think maybe the world is to blame for this one. No, it's my fault. If it was your fault, you'd be the one who got in trouble. The world doesn't work that way. Innocent people get in trouble all the time. Then don't be that person. You don't have to be the loser. The loser is all I've ever been. Time to try something new, maybe? How? I don't know, maybe you can copy me. Copy you? How is that going to help? You're making it sound like it's just a change of clothes. Can you change the way you are? There's no way it's that easy. Are you gonna get scary on me again? Sarah is so much that I could never be. I'm just not strong enough. I'm weak. I cave at anyone's words. I'm always going to be like this. The quiet kid in the back of the class. Somehow those words I should keep to myself come out. I really envy you. I can see why. I really like you. I know. I want to be you. You couldn't handle it. She's right. I couldn't. Want a hug? Oh. You seem like you're gonna cry again if I don't do something about it. Those words made me feel pathetic. Sarah comes up to embrace me. I almost try and stop her from coming any closer, as if her touch meant instant defeat. I let it when I realize I'm trying to fight an unstoppable force. Oh, all my thoughts go quiet. Void. But not the void I'm familiar with. It's warm. For some reason, tears come out. This okay? Why is the most forthright person I've ever met asking me that? Some people are weird with touch. I don't know. This is just fine. It's just fine. She caresses my head. All the evil leaves my body. The only thing left is a brutal rawness. Really. It's nothing like being on clouds. It's just making me intensely emotional. I try and pull the tears back, but it gets worse. Having her look at me like this close is making me feel crazy. I'm still crying, but for what feels like a different reason. Like I'm so happy, the tears just won't stop. It's so much. Aw man, I made it worse. For sniffles, I managed to squeeze out an answer. It's okay. She keeps stroking my head as if to say it's all over now. Eventually I grow to something you could call stable. You know, I meant every single word I said when I confronted you in the lockers. Even the one where you said I was pathetic. Yeah, kinda. It's not unfixable though. Good luck with that. Sounds really difficult. I'm expecting your cooperation. Do you really want to try being a couple? Because I don't know how any of this works. Saying that seems to have put Sarah on edge all of a sudden. You're making it sound so complicated. I just mean like, it's a bit scary. I don't know what people will think. Screw people! Right now I agree with you, but might be a different answer. Right now I agree with you, but it might be a different answer tomorrow. Then I'll protect you from now on. If anyone messes with you, it's my problem too. You'll beat them up? I'll beat them up. So small problem with that. You're suspended? I'll protect you. Outside of school. Bullying usually happens at school, but I don't mention it. Yeah, because if you bully people outside of school, that's how the police gets called, I think. But in school, no, it's okay to bully in school, because nobody does anything about that. I'm sorry, that's a horrible joke. Sometime it be a little true, though. That might be bad. I don't want you to get arrested. You need to learn to fend for yourself, anyway. Sometimes maybe even from cops. Scary. I'm done hugging you now. No, I'll be nice. She grabs onto me once again. How long do we do this for? As long as I need to. It's starting to get boring. Just a little longer? It's important to keep your partner happy, you know? Then I'm gonna enjoy it out of spite. By all means. We continue hugging for a while. I was unable to enjoy it out of spite. My head feels uncomfortably fuzzy, like I'll disappear if I don't pull away. Oh, I was just getting into it. Sorry, something is wrong with me. Haha, maybe so. What happened to that kid that you pushed away? What happened to that kid you pushed anyway? After the hospital? I don't know. They never let me see the guy again. Wow. I wouldn't be here with you if I didn't transfer, so I'm fine with it. You still have to live with the fact that you hurt someone. I don't really feel embarrassed about it. I think of it like a cool scar. Now people know not to mess with me. Sounds like something a bad person would say. Being a good or bad person doesn't matter when you're popular. My girlfriend is so scary. You'll get used to it. Sarah, I didn't write that love letter. Oh, I know. I figured it was Hannah. Yeah? Who else would it be? Right. We gotta get you some more friends. Don't remind me. Ugh, I don't really want to think about Hina right now. Yeah, it was pretty messed up what she did, but I think you two still need each other. Can I just run her into the ground instead? You'll have less friends like that. You might not be popular anymore if we date. You might not be popular anymore if we date. Is that really okay? No, I'll be popular for sure. People love the WLW. Gross. Girls is love, Yuri. Please stop. Hashtag girl is love. Hashtag Yuri. Please stop, please. Can't help but being a celeb. I look at Sarah. Feelings of hashtag Yuri get strong. So, have you kissed before? Plenty of times. Damn. What's the problem? I don't know, I was hoping this would be some cute virgin moment. Maybe your brain really is rotten. Crushed by society. That's literally a fake thing. You just don't like pure things. Sure I do. You're pretty pure. You don't know me for real. Yeah? I mean, we just met the other day. And? You don't know any of my dark secrets. Shh. What is this? Some sort of competition of who has the darkest backstory? Yeah. Duh. No. You'll lose anyway. I look visibly demoralized. This sucks. Let's just kiss. Sarah approaches me, and then... This is weird. It feels more like Sarah's kissing at me, and I awkwardly try and catch those kisses. It doesn't work very well at all. I have no idea what's going on. Help! It just doesn't stop. Can't you tell this sucks? Never have I felt that human bodies are gross like that, like before. Never have I felt that human bodies are gross like before. Sarah's so soft, but it's also gross. I can't help but feel disgusted. Gross. With a girl, too. Super gross. Just yuck. Let's never do that again. We both laugh together. Sarah seems to laugh a bit harder than me. Just moments ago, I was hopelessly sobbing and wishing for death. Now it's a little bit better, I guess. But it really doesn't feel like anything in my life got easier. If anything, the mess is even bigger now. Life is such a mess. But maybe that's okay if I have Sarah. I mean, I don't even know if that is true. We might not even be compatible. It could all go to hell one day. I could see many ways that it could go wrong. But right now, I'm enjoying this moment. And that's all that matters. What happens tomorrow is Wednesday Maya's problem. Right now, this is everything. There never was a cute moment where I got to call you Maya-chan and you got flustered. Everything is out of order. Maybe try that one tomorrow. I'll wake up tomorrow thinking that this was a dream anyway. I'll gaslight you so we can relive this moment every day. Every night. Thanks. So what are you doing tomorrow? I don't know, nothing. Things are a bit weird right now. Want to make them a bit more normal? I know a cute place. Like a date? Sure. No way. You'll do something crazy? Not to mention how dangerously high my heart rate will be the whole time. Sarah laughs. Well, at least you're catching on. Haha, I don't know if I can do this. Sorry, you're stuck with me now. I guess I don't have a choice. You don't. Sarah takes my hand and I have to hide my face in embarrassment. Oh, she pulls me up and drags me along. Where even are we going? Is this how it's going to be from now on? But I don't worry about that. Right now, I'm being taken somewhere I wouldn't be going otherwise. And I can't help but smile. I think I'm in love. I'll tell her tomorrow. Aww. They end up together. Even after her friends kind of messing with them. I hope you guys enjoyed this like I did. I did enjoy reading this, and I'm glad I got to do it today. Thank you so much for watching. If I have anything to say about it, it just, I love how, awkward and sudden these, feelings weren't described all mushy-gushy, oh, and then I saw her for the first time, and your hair was perfect, and it was gleaming in the sunlight, and her eyes were sparkling, twinkling, and all this stuff. It was all very, first-person emotional stuff. It didn't really talk about exactly being gay directly in your face. I didn't even expect it to be about them being in a relationship with each other like that. I honestly was a little oh, maybe this is really about people becoming friends. But I guess maybe Hina, she caught on more to the situation than I did. Because why would the popular girls just start talking to some random girl, I guess? They must be gay. There's no other reason. No. If a popular starts talking to some random girl who doesn't talk to anybody, it's probably because they like them or something, I guess. No, people can like each other without loving them, and people can love each other without being in love with them. So there's other things like that too. We didn't really explore that well, but it's her first relationship. I don't think it's Sarah's first relationship though. But you know what? Good for her for going what she wants. Because I think Sarah approached her first because she probably had a crush on her first too. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that story. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and night.